Oh hey, I was just, capturing the moment. As you might have guessed, we're gonna talk about selfies! The fad that has caught the world by storm. The outlet for our social needs. Our tool for self-esteem. Some people use Snapchat and Instagram as a promotional tool for their job, like YouTubers or companies like the food industry or some kind of retail. It serves as a motivation for average people like us to do the same thing, self-promotion. We see this act of posting ourselves for the view of other people as a positive, self-fulfilling thing. While selfies may seem like a positive thing to the user at first, there are a lot of negatives and downsides to the use and the process of doing it all. Addiction, narcissism, low self-esteem, depression, and even death. But only in extremely sad cases. What if this self-promotion is actually negative? What if just no one likes you? When you start to think like this and you realize this, you go into this storm of sadness, which ends up hindering and counteracting the motivation that it was supposed to have for you. Our generation, the millennial generation, has had this idea that we need to feel confident or special to feel successful. I don't know about you guys, but I have the worst self-esteem of all people. But I don't need social media to make that even more so. I feel like when I post a selfie, it's for myself. Like, honestly and truly, I do it to make me feel good. And like, if people like it, cool. If not, so what? I do it for like family that I don't see. So it goes on my Instagram. They don't know what I'm doing all the time, so might as well share. But when I start to compare my account with other people's account, like how many followers they have, the quality of the pictures they have compared to mine, and how many likes each photo has, it starts to eat away at my self-confidence. And I like to think that I have gained a lot of self-confidence within the past couple of years. When it comes to that fact, I can definitely see how selfies can be viewed as a negative thing. I believe just some people obsess over it more than other people, and I'm just one of those ones that doesn't obsess over the whole populace view of me. Selfies also bring the opposite as well. They bring out this overconfidence. That second idea is kind of the same in the fact that we think we are unique, but it's thinking that we're unique in a narcissistic way. One could view this side of the argument as the positive side, whereas the other one leading to depression and everything being the negative, since the person looks highly of themselves. But this type of behavior can be detrimental as well. What would they think of themselves when they can't achieve something that they thought they could? This overconfidence can be counteractive and can cause laziness because you think that you have this predisposition in your mind that you can do anything. And then when it comes down to it, you can't. When dealing with the mind and with psychology, you have to remember that one thing can be true for one person, but it might not necessarily be true for the next. You can't really come to the conclusion, oh, selfies lead to depression, so my child shouldn't be able to post selfies on Instagram. It may be true that there seems to be an increase of mental illnesses among adolescents due to something related to selfie, but in reality, these studies just prove that selfies play a certain part in it. They don't necessarily cause it. Something I really want to talk about is likes and the amount of likes assigned to photos, or I should say assigned, but they're assigned. Now, I wasn't expecting it, but my research has actually proven my theory of like conformity, which I think people like pictures because they see that other people, and a lot of other people, have like the same picture, so they won't really like a picture with like 12 likes, but they'll like something with 120. There's been a research study that took a whole bunch of kids and they had them go through pictures, and sometimes they would do the same picture but reassign the likes. So the kids would end up liking the picture that was assigned with more likes rather than the other one because of that assigned value that the likes have placed on the picture itself. This made me wonder about my own Instagram. But of the 5 pictures I have, my most liked one is this one. That picture, I feel, doesn't really represent who I am. I mean, look at me. I'm covered in makeup. I have brown lipstick on that makes my small lips look bigger. That's not me. But it has 20 likes, which is probably like the most I've ever gotten on a picture in my life, even when I had the old Instagram account. But this picture, I feel like defines me better. I'm at work, I'm a little quirky in it, my hair is all curly and not all straight. I'm living my real life in one picture, and the other picture is, in my opinion, kind of fake and what I would assume beauty gurus post on their account, or famous people, but not me. So that made me wonder, is the dolled up version of myself considered more attractive than the actual me? Am I considered less attractive as the working girl instead of the girl that's dolled up with makeup? I don't know. In my opinion, I think Selfies should just be a fun outlet for everyone to share their lives with, and that's what I try to use my social media for.